why the main villain is so damn important. But you could literally just go from 3 and be good. But I personally like part 2 because of the music and all that shit. I'm a heavy JoJo stan.
Have you read any of JoJo at all in the past, or you just watch the anime?
I watch it. My godson actually reads it.
And does he say that like the manga version of the story is better, same, or worse than the animated version?
It's more like explicit for sure.
Okay.
So even though
nuances and stuff that you don't get.
Yeah, like even like racism and shit like that, like they actually like push more on the topic versus.
Oh, they be saying the N-word?
Yeah, well, because you never got to part 2. Part 2, there's a black guy in the first episode. Like you actually.
Oh, they be calling him nigga?
That's well, in the part in part 2, yeah, in the manga they do, not nigga, but like, feel me. But no, like with
the ER?
With the ER, dog.
They racist in part 2. So like, I don't remember if they said N, but I do remember they.
Oh man, you know it's not real if they're not racist, my nigga.
But everything
they're not racist.
2, you get your black characters. Like they got their black characters. So I respect.
I might have to chime in.
If they're gonna write a story about, isn't that in England or some shit?
Yeah, like
they need to make it real.
Of course, bro. They gotta restore the feeling.
You know what I'm saying? They need to say
they got. You know what I'm saying? They gotta restore the feeling. You feel me?
When Tarantino makes movies, he be bugging. Yeah. That nigga's like
ER, throwing that shit like dollar bills at the club. Damn.
You know he's going for historical accuracy.
Like, bro, you ever seen Django or Django?
Django, bro.
Oh my god,
Django
bro!
Was hilarious.
That movie, it was a really good movie. I think so too. Really I would understand if a black person would not want to watch it.
Yes.
Because that shit is kind of crazy, and you have to kind of stomach the type of shit that was going on.
Have the dark humor.
Yeah, but it was definitely a good watch. It was a good watch. Plus, you know, seeing Jamie Foxx whip them fucking, people. That shit was crazy.
They acted wild crazy, but Jamie Foxx got to whip people. He got the freaking slave owner's plantation house. You know what I'm saying? Like he got to do all these fucking things. I was just like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, hey man, that's why at first I didn't want to watch it, and then I was watching it, and then I seen when he got them dudes at the house, and he was just whipping them. I was like, oh no, we got to keep this up. Let's turn up the volume. I gotta hear them. I gotta hear the screams. I got to.
If you find the dark humor and things, like Django is fucking good. Like it's just really good. It's just really good. Django just. Really
I agree.
Good.
I agree. All right. I like that movie a lot. So we got that out of our system. We were able to start up the podcast, smoothly transition into the beginning. So make sure you got your motherfucking volumes up because you already know I'm fucking hyped. You feel me? You see me with the Marvel right here, Marvel Comics shirts. You feel me? Even though I love DC, I do love Marvel shit. So make sure you put your fucking volumes to the highest. Because what the fuck is going on? It's your boy Macky. Oh.
Somebody placed a complaint.
What's going on, people? It's your boy Macky OMO. I'm here with my good brothers. We got the El Hukage Crispin. We also got his little pequeño dotito. Hey, the baby Hukage. We got the baby Hukage. We also got Johnny B, the razor sharp assassin with the clipper. And we got back with us, back again. We got Shawny, Tank Top Daddy in the motherfucking building. And it is Paradise Podcast. What the fuck is going on? What's going on, people? How y'all doing today?
That drop is never not funny.
Word.
That shit is like almost like more than 5 years old now.
And the best basketball player just because of that laugh.
Just off that shit, bro.
It's okay. It reminds me of the one and only championship we got. That's all.
You guys, fan? Oh my
yeah,
God.
They're winning right now. They're up by 2.
They're about to go
but
home though tonight. They're going home tonight.
We'll see how long that.
Bro, I'm watching the Brooklyn game right now. They about to go home. They down by 10 at the end of the third. But yeah, so this is not a sports podcast. Obviously, it's an anime, gaming, and cartoon and all that other shit podcast.
Nah, if
so
it was
let's
up
get.
to you, it'd be FIFA and 2K all day, every day, right? It's still
Hey man,
sports.
those are some
Still
great
sports.
some
That's
great
sports
games.
anime right here. That's the best sports.
Oh my god, here we go with the sports.
It's up there. It's up there.
The best.
Kuroko no Basket is kind of crazy though. I cannot lie to you.
I would say
my boy.
between those two, like they go.
Kuroko no Basket was Dude man was shooting like that shit wasn't even touching the net. That shit was going straight in from all the way on the other side of court. But anyway, we're gonna start this up real quick. We're gonna do the what you watching, what you playing, what you reading, what you doing. So what I am watching right now, I've watched Attack on Titan. We got one more episode in dub for the season finale, so I'm waiting for that this weekend. Excuse me. I watched an episode of One Piece. I'm like 4 episodes behind. Bear with me. If they went on a break, so did I. Because nothing was really happening in the anime, so I said, let me just put this shit down and watch other stuff. I also watched the second episode of Spyxfamily. When I tell you that shit is probably going to be the best anime coming out this year,
we should react to that shit,
bro. It is so fucking. It is so fucking. We could do it on Wednesday. Oh no, not Wednesday. Maybe Thursday. It is so fucking funny. It's a really funny light anime to watch. So, if you haven't watched it, it's on Crunchyroll. They have it subbed and dubbed, which is perfect. And also I started up again Assassination Classroom.
Nice.
I don't know why. I just picked it up for the second time.
I like that one a lot.
It does not disappoint at all. What I'm playing right now, haven't really got a chance to really play anything in a couple of days. Last thing I played was like 2K. I noticed that what game? I didn't even know that they had an Attack on Titan game. Now I want it. Too bad it's regular price at $60 after being out since 2016. That's crazy.
2 of them.
Or if you're looking at the digital version, maybe
the demo. Try the demo.
Gameplay.
I want if I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it. But
I have the sequel. I have Attack on Titan 2
for Xbox, the disc.
Yeah.
The disc.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not gonna buy it then. I'm gonna get it from John. That's what it's
like. Because part 1 is just gonna recap. Like,
yeah. That's what I heard. That part 2 is everything in part 1, and then they just gave you some ending scenes at the end. But they said that it's a better game than the first one.
Yeah, no.
So
you can hold the game if you want. She might have finished that one already. Actually, that was hers.
I'm definitely gonna hold that shit for a little bit.
She was like, "Oh, I get to kill Titans." She was like, "I want to play this shit." I was watching her play it for a minute too.
Bro, I'm definitely gonna because it looked fun like to play, so I definitely want to play.
It was
that.
interesting. It's something where like you know how like you have a whole bunch of enemies on the map and like decisions you have to make when you're playing like Pirate Warriors and stuff.
Yes. I was gonna say it's
so
like Pirate
Warriors style kind of is
and it's
kind of like
I think it's made like the called Kyoe, so that would make sense.
Yeah. It's
I'm not sure. I wasn't the one that played it.
It's and they have an online version as well, so I thought that was also interesting. And what I'm reading right now, I've been reading Vigilantes. Book 11, so I'm almost like caught up, and I'm very excited because this shit kind of got crazy in the last couple of books. Not to spoil anything really, but Prince is actually canon in My Hero. It's insane.
Hella shit is canon in My Hero, not that.
But yeah, so Prince,
like
Prince, like
the singer,
yeah, like Purple Rain. Prince, yeah, he's canon in My Hero. You have to read it, and you'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay,
he's not till like maybe book 8 or some shit like that, but he's canon. And what did I do this weekend? I went to the Lucky Day Joyce Rice concert. Great concert. I know this really has nothing to do with anime or gaming, but I did want to say this. Lucky Day can sing his fucking ass off. If someone ever told you, yo, you sound like just like the record, like this, if you were to pop his CD in the car, whether it be Bluetooth or whatever, and listen to the song, that's how he sounds in real life. Like, it was amazing. I was so impressed. Great concert. But I also did buy some books, and I wanted to show you guys. So first book I bought, Vagabond, part 1 of 3. I mean, book 1, but this is 3 in 1. So I can't wait to like open this shit up because I've heard so much about it.
I have to speak to them because you took my spot.
Um,
You gotta speak to them because you took my spot.
I bought book 2 of Spyfamily because I want to read it because this shit looks awesome. So I bought book 2.
Nice.
I also bought this one that I saw on TikTok, Radiant Black, and this one is like it's from Image Comics. It's like it's recently new. This shit, like the story that the dude was telling on TikTok. I don't want to spoil it for anybody that may read it. It's really, really good. I was definitely really impressed about it. So I can't wait to look into this a little bit.
Sounds interesting.
And last 3, I bought books 4, 5, and 6 of Invincible.
Do you have the first ones?
I have the first 3. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I've read only the first one, and I'm halfway through the second one. So I can't wait to like start reading these shits once I get caught up on Vigilante.
There's a lot of Invincible.
Yes, I know. I'm trust me, bro. I can get through those shits though. Those are easier to get through than a manga. But yeah, so that's what I did this weekend. I went to a comic book store and spent like $100 on comic books. So yeah.
Since I don't mean to kind of like hijack the order you might have wanted to do that in, but since you were just talking about comic books, I'll go next and just let you know that although I haven't started reading any of them yet, what I did over the weekend was I went to my storage unit just to kind of clean things up, and I forgot that I had an entire tote full of the cardboard boxes that I was using to organize my comic book collection that I kind of really haven't touched ever. So I finally brought home my entire comic book collection, and it is now in my bookshelf. So now I have access to the Power Ranger comics from Boom, the Boom Power Ranger comic book run. I have that. I have like a whole bunch of Spider-Man stuff. I have like Spider-Man Renew Your Vows. I have like a whole bunch of Miles Morales. I have like a whole bunch of Black Panther books and like a side story that was happening in Wakanda at that time too that I haven't started. I have like some DC comics in there that I haven't started, like when the issues when Batman meets the Ninja Turtles. So I have those. I just haven't read them yet. So there's like a whole bunch of stuff in there. I have like some of the Rebirth.
They made a movie about that.
Did they? Like an animated one, right? I saw like the ending of it. I didn't see the whole thing, but I'm excited to eventually start doing that. I had like some other gems in my collection. Like I remember like Goose a while back had helped me get a hold of a copy of Starboy. So during a promotion that The Weeknd was doing when he had the Starboy album came out, Marvel Comics did a little short mini comic book run called Starboy, and he was so I have the first issue of Starboy, and so I have that. I have like a whole bunch of other stuff. I have like my autograph.
For those who don't know, I'm sorry to cut you off. For those who don't know,
good.
Goose is a brother of the fraternity that 3 of the 4 of us are in.
Yes.
Just for context.
Yes, just for context. We know who Goose is. You guys may not know who Goose is, but Goose used to come.
He does not look like a goose. Spoiler alert. He does not.
He looks identical to a goose. He
definitely does.
He is a goose in the flesh. That is a bird boy if I've ever seen it. So Goose helped me get a hold of that Starboy comic a while back. I have my signed copy of La Boriqueña that I bought from Comic-Con, and then I also have 3 signed copies.
No, wait, hold on. Go back. You need to explain the La Boriqueña one.
La Boriqueña? Why?
Because our viewers might don't know what's up.
Yeah, because this one was like when he said it to me, I thought he was playing.
No, I remember that. I literally remember the comic cover just off him saying it.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
So I bought like the New York City Comic Con variant cover that they had that year to do the signatures. So there's a comic book artist. There's a Puerto Rican comic book artist that a few years back had made the decision to make his own Puerto Rican based superhero. So he made a woman superhero who calls herself La Boriqueña, who basically has like the powers of like Wonder Woman and like Superman, kind of like she flies and has super strength and stuff like that. And there was an issue. I plan on buying it because I just kind of want to see what they did. But he did a collaboration where he had an issue of La Boriqueña and Wonder Woman in the same story, and they're both on the cover together. So that's basically what it is. It's just a Puerto Rican superhero. Because I have an autographed copy of that book, I haven't really like opened it and like looked through it. I kind of just put it in a protector after I got it autographed, and then I put it away. So it's something that I do want to get into and I do want to read it, but I couldn't tell you necessarily what the origin story was or any of that stuff because I haven't had a chance to open that book. I don't know if I'm going to open that one. I may like buy like the issues regularly because that was like a special variant cover that I had bought that year. So I might just buy the regular ones off Amazon and just flip through those and read them. But I kind of really don't want to mess up the one that I have that's autographed. The one that I had was autographed by the author and both illustrators. So it was autographed by all of the people that worked on that comic book. So I'm happy to have that one. And then in my autographed comic book collection, I also have all 3 of John Leguizamo's Le Freak comic books that he had come out with. And my chapter brother Victor, another fraternity brother, had gone to John Leguizamo's Latin History for Morons show and had purchased the comic books and got them autographed. And then he brought them to me as a gift. So I was able to get all of these comic books and all this stuff and reading material that I do have that I haven't been able to dive into. So over the weekend, I got them and I put them out. And now at any moment, if I feel like I just want to crack open one of those boxes and flip through some comic books, I could do so. I've got like Alien comic books in there. I got Independence Day comic books in there. Like there's a bunch of weird and random stuff that I have. But it's all good shit. I miss collecting comic books, but I don't miss how much they used to cost me.
I remember you used to get those box monthly.
Every month. My pull list would come every month. They were sending me shit that I didn't even ask for after a while. I had to cancel the subscription. It was just becoming too much money. I was just spending $30, $40, $50 a month on comics. I was like, how? Why? There's so crazy. Much comic. Yeah. I was like, these books are only like $3, $4 a piece. Why am I spending $50 a month?
$50 on a 10 piece. That's crazy.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah. I was getting like boxes of just like books like that. It was nuts. But that's really it. I've been just hammering away at Pokemon White version. Still, I'm like 36 hours into Pokemon White, which for me is insane because I barely have time to play it. So where I found 36 hours in my life, I don't fucking know. But 36
That's what
hours,
I was about to say.
36 hours of whatever time I have in the void went to playing Pokemon White. I'm in Victory Road. I am on my way to the Pokemon League. And after I beat the Pokemon League, I am putting that motherfucker down. And I am going back to my Switch and bringing my Switch to work instead of my DS. But that's really it. I haven't touched any Kingdom Hearts stuff this week, just Pokemon. And just like Pokemon Go, there was a community day that happened over the weekend. Just Pokemon Go stuff and traditional Pokemon stuff. And that's really it. One Piece I've been watching like crazy. And in the barbershop, we've been watching Better Call Saul.
Okay. Yeah, I know they dropped season 6 on Netflix.
We've been so we started it from the beginning just to recap everything. We're already like on season 3 or season 4.
Yeah, I might have to, if I've been wanting to watch that, but I might have to like watch what do you call it first?
You have to watch Breaking Bad first.
I've already watched it. But I want to rewatch it because I don't remember anything from it.
I am trying to convince my wife to watch it with me.
Good luck.
Because she saw the first 3 episodes and she was like, "Oh, it's moving a little slow." And I was like, because you haven't seen anything happen yet.
Yeah, nothing really happens.
So Walter's still a high school teacher. Don't worry.
Yeah, no.
I was like, life is going to change real quick.
He becomes that guy for sure. But
that guy and a half.
What that's it? You're what did you do this weekend? That's all. Oh, you got
I cleared out my storage and I got my comic books out. That was what I did over the weekend.
Okay, Shawny, you haven't been here for 2 weeks. You must have been up to something.
Nah, I got a list.
Hella shit.
So going on watched. I watched Baruto, caught up. Say what you want. I should deal with it every week, even though 2 weeks I've been gone. But
I was gonna let you rock.
nah, but it's actually funny because I was literally saying to myself, I can understand why people would get annoyed with Baruto. I can understand why people get mad with it because like there's really no high stakes, and I'm like, and I literally
That
as I
shit's
thought
trash,
this as
right?
yeah, I know,
Don't know.
and literally as I'm watching it, I'm
He
like,
says,
damn,
"I
like
know."
they need to kill somebody for this to kick up, and I kid you not, they killed somebody.
They killed Sakura.
Even though it was filler, they killed somebody. I'm like, oh,
Sakura
finally
never
some
died.
damn stakes here. So moving on from that, we had One Piece. They came back, I believe, last week. They came back after the hack, and then this week was like
The
the
new anime. The new.
the
episode.
new. Whew, you can't even technically say it because you just can't.
It's
But
hard.
like, if you a One Piece fan, you read the manga, you watch that shit animated, goosebumps,
It's
tears,
hard.
emotion, bro. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful, beautiful episode.
I'm gonna try to catch up.
I think they bullshitted the hack just so they can.
Real talk. I was
How good
because
the anime
I
was.
think I even thinking about it, bro. They're like what 50
So-
chapters away,
so-
so probably like
so
50
the-
episodes.
So from what I heard, not to cut you off between what you're watching,
Mhm.
what you're doing, but because I mentioned it, but we didn't really delve deep into it. But from what I heard, the hack happened because they had gotten a hold of some One Piece episodes. That's all we had known at the time, and they were blackmailing or threatening to release the episodes or for Toei to pay them or something like that. And Toei said, "Fuck you."
We're gonna
You can have those episodes. We're gonna redo all them shits and just redid them. So, do you think that why would if I don't? Because we know about the fact that how the producers and the illustrators and
The
the
animators,
the animators,
The
how hard
directors.
they work,
Yeah.
trying to get these episodes done every single week for us to reanimate however many episodes that they had taken, whether it had been one or whether it had been 100. To say that they've reanimated it, why would they tell us that if it was going to be fake? And you don't have to. No one has to answer that question now because we're still in the beginning, and I want to get past this part. But I just wanted to pose that question for now. We can talk about it later. Please continue what you watching, what you're playing, what you're reading.
Just reference that later. I actually started.
Yeah, just write that down because I'm gonna forget.
I started
Somebody.
86. It's an anime that came out, I believe, last season or maybe last year. The only reason I started is because I watched it was a video talking about like shows that were similar to Attack on Titan in terms of content. So I said, I heard a lot of people talk about 86. And if I had to describe it, it's literally like racism. Take the concept of This Is Us, how he just makes you sad every fucking episode about something.
That shit is
Okay, and
depressing.
okay, that's 86. 86 is literally that. Every fucking episode. Depressing, yet you just want to keep watching because you're like, yo, how did they get past this? And they essentially kill people like they killed them in Attack on Titan. So, like, for me, I fuck with it, but I think in a future episode, we should have a conversation in regards to how you can't replicate certain anime from the Attack on Titan era and nowadays just because of like the crowd and who you're trying to appease and whatnot and the seriousness. Because I would argue that Attack on Titan didn't really have a lot of like what's the word? Big boobs, John. Fan service. Fan service. I was thinking, whenever
I was like, wait, what?
He said big boobs.
I'm thinking,
what's the word, John? You like
Nami
big
big
John.
boobs. Fan service.
John.
And like
Up,
how,
John.
because like how One Piece has a fan service, I feel like Attack on Titan didn't really have a lot of fan service.
No,
not until they gave Mikasa boobs. I'll tell you that much.
Well, when she
Even
grew
with
up
that-
a little bit and her
Yeah, that's what I'm
chest got
saying.
bigger, okay.
Yeah,
It
but
wasn't
even
even
with
that
that,
crazy,
that's
But they
yeah.
don't emphasize her chest.
Exactly
Like
my
One Piece.
point.
One Piece has close-ups
Yes.
of just Nami's chest.
Oh yes.
You
No,
know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with everybody.
So-
That's
I'm
why
just
they
saying
use Sanji
the last
for it. Sanji
episode,
looks at them like-
the last episode,
ooh,
the last
eyes.
episode that I saw
Nami-san!
of Attack on Titan, I just happened to notice that Mikasa,
Yeah.
grew up.
But they
Rub a
but
little bit, yeah.
it wasn't as emphasized as the other mans. But yeah, we know how that goes. But 86, highly recommended.
Excuse the
Even
dancing,
just try it
guys.
out. Then I've been watching Moon Knight. Moon Knight's really good. I watched the Batman. That could probably be a whole other conversation for another time.
I haven't seen it yet.
So yeah, I forgot to mention that as well. Batman is now on HBO Max.
Yeah, HBO Max.
Which I really regret going to the movie theater that I went to go watch it.
They told you beforehand that they was going to put on HBO.
Yeah, but I wasn't. I wanted the movie. You know, sometimes you want to have the movie theater experience.
I don't think
that's what I wanted from that.
Again, it'll be that. I think that's gonna have to be a whole nother pod episode on the Batman. I liked it personally, but I can understand why people.
We can save that for critical hits, not the pod. But yeah, that's fine.
Exactly.
I'm gonna watch
Word
it.
Up. Then I watched Rising the Shield Hero.
Oh, you watched a new season or last season?
New season.
I'm waiting for them to dub it, but yeah, season 1 was great.
I'll tell you right now, you might want to go rewatch the first season or watch a recap video on YouTube.
I literally just watched it a couple weeks ago.
Because you're gonna literally they just go right in season 2, like they just kicks off like it hasn't been 3 fucking years since we got it, which feels like 3 years. I could be wrong.
Damn, it was like 2019 that came out, yeah.
So almost 2 years, yeah. But they pick up like nothing has changed, like it hasn't been 2 years. So you can't go into it like you have to really refresh.
I literally watched that in the beginning of April, so everything is still fresh in my mind. But continue.
Oh, then you'll be fine. And I watched The Flash. I watched Mayans. Going into reading One Piece, My Hero, Tokyo Revengers, whatever. Moving on and playing. I bought, and this goes into what I did in the past few weekends. Nice. I was playing One Piece, but I finally got my hands on Samurai Warriors 5. And I've been waiting because I was not playing full price for it. There was a mean ass sale, and I ended up getting it for like $1 with all my coupon codes and shit. Yeah, like that'll be coming soon. That'll be a whole episode talking about that. Like I dropped that shit from $40 to like $1.
Oh, you getting another platinum Shawny?
Coming soon.
Shit, nigga.
But I think I got a good 30, 40 hours in, and it's same makers as One Piece. No, because like I have to platinum this game. I have all the Samurai Warriors, and it's just mad fun, new different animation style. I've been fucking addicted, and I'm doing the most. But it's just fun. It's stress reducing, so I'm here for it, and that's it. Nice. That's all I got.
Sweet. Sounds good.
Okay. Crispin, you up? What you watching? What you playing? What you reading? What you doing?
Don't even ask me what I'm playing because I ain't playing shit right now.
He's like, I'm watching Mickey Mouse, Bluey.
I'm dead ass watching Encanto. That's why she jumping around because the movies are on right now. She jumping because the movie's on right now. Fucking Encanto. I'm tired of
Encanto.
Lilo and Stitch is my Encanto.
So yeah, I've been watching Encanto 100 times. I've been rewatching Attack on Titan. I watched the latest One Piece episode. What else? I'm reading One Piece. I'm reading what's it called? Black Clover. I just read Black Clover all the way to the end. I also
where the final season's coming out soon, I think.
No,
the final season of
the final chapter is coming out in 3 months. The manga creator is taking a hiatus to recover to get ready for it. The movie is going to be coming out to continue where the anime left off, hopefully.
So, but the book is almost done, right?
Yeah, the final chapter is coming up, but the manga creator is he's taking 3 months off to rest and recover to get ready for it.
That shit has to be like 50 pages, bro. Cause bro. Okay, so I watched that. I read that. And then I'm watching Haikyu again and Run with the Wind again. And that's my shit. All I did was work, photo shoots, T-Mobile. Nothing exciting.
Okay. So it's time for everyone's favorite game, Versus.
Welcome to America.
Let's get ready to rumble!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know the name of the game and name how to play. You feel me? Or you know how to play, excuse me. This week we're back on the anime shit because motherfucker Shawny missed last week's episode. And even he was like, we do anime too much, let's do something else. So I did.
You missed 2 important episodes.
2 important episodes.
Right.
I hope it was worth it. It's like, nah. But yeah, so today we're going to do Light Yagami versus Yagami's his last name, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Light Yagami versus Aaron All right, guys, let me just pull up the categories really quickly because I don't remember them shits off the top of my head. And we can get it going. Shame on you, motherfucker.
Shame.
All right, so let's start it up. Light Yagami versus Eren Yeager. I'm gonna start with John because Crispin's distracted right now.
Go for it.
Rightfully so. Light Yagami versus Eren Yeager.
Mm-hmm.
John.
Yes.
Theme song.
There's a lot of different Attack on Titan theme songs.
We're all gonna go with the first theme song. Every time I ask, it's always gonna be the first theme song.
Like,
But yes.
Oh, so then I'm going Attack on Titan.
First season theme song.
Yeah, so I'm going Attack on Titan.
Okay. Shawny.
I'm gonna go with Attack on Titan.
Crispin. You on me,
We
my
cannot
boy.
hear you, sir.
If you're asking me, I'm going Attack on Titan with the theme song.
Okay. John. Skill.
Who has more skill?
Shawny.
Wait.
Search.
No, switch
Light.
the question. Switch the question. I don't think skills are appropriate here. I think intellect would be a better option for
Yes, that is the better option.
I would say
No,
go
because Light's intellect is his skill.
Light is his skill. That's why
So,
I'm saying
okay.
skill.
All right, well, reference that.
No,
He
but
said skill, but
I said skill.
I know, but
I feel like we are we are all
motherfucker is
educated.
swinging around cutting titans in his neck. Skill is gonna. He has an edge on that. Come on.
He's not the most skilled Titan killer. He don't even have that many Titan kills. To be honest with you, he doesn't.
I mean,
No, he
killed
doesn't.
20. He killed 20 the first time he got into the thing. He killed 20.
I'm not talking as a. We're not.
That's
See,
why
this is.
that's why I said intellect is a better.
But if it's intellect, he's not winning either.
yes,
he's not.
If we talk in season 4, yes, he.
Hold on,
not winning,
let's.
bro.
This is. We're doing this afterwards. We're going to talk about this afterwards.
I know.
All right.
I know.
Please
I know,
allow
I
me,
know I'm
Johnny.
not supposed to
You
do
have
it.
not been here for 2 weeks.
I know.
Don't come fuck up.
I know, but you.
In fact,
you need to.
yeah, he's muted. Get the fuck out of here.
You need to change the dynamics based on the character.
No, bro, but skill is his intellect is his skill, so it doesn't matter. Like it's the same thing. So, John.
I'm with it.
John.
I pick Light.
Shawny.
I'll go with Light.
Oh my god,
Well, watch.
Crispin.
Turn on the light, baby.
Turn on the light. Turn on the light.
I'm gonna mute this motherfucker too.
Wow.
Okay. So the next one would have been strength, but I did not pick strength because it wouldn't be a fair match. So I'm not using that one for this round. Because again, I feel like Aaron's skill is his strength. So it really wouldn't matter in this contest. So we're gonna jump to the next one, which is personality. John.
Wow, that's a good one because they both suck.
Facts.
I say Aaron for personality, and that's like the first half of Attack on Titan.
He would anyway. Shawny.
I will go with Light.
Crispin.
Aaron.
Who do you fear more? John.
Light.
Shawny.
Shit. That's tough. I'll go with Light. It's tough though.
Crispin.
Y'all niggas is dumb. I'm going Aaron.
Bro, you forget that Light is the villain of his story.
So is Aaron.
Debatable.
Aaron is the villainous hero. It's worse.
Hold on. Let me.
Nigga.
We're almost done. 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 We can talk after. We're almost done. Accolades, John.
Light.
Shawny.
Light.
Crispin.
Light.
Last one. Plot armor, John.
Aaron.
Shawny.
Aaron.
Crispin.
Aaron.
All right. Thank you, guys. Hold up. I don't even know if I should give you guys a round of applause. Oh, wrong one.
Shawny came in here to fuck up.
That wasn't any better.
No, that was the one I wanted to use.
I knew I didn't want to, but I was just like, nah, you can't say.
Shawny, listen to me. Listen to me.
Intellect
Listen to me clear,
been
bro.
Perfect for that one. I feel like. That's
bro, he was still going to. You were still gonna pick light, even if I said intellect or skill, and you did exactly what I knew you was gonna do.
If we would have did skill, I would have went Aaron fucking Yeager.
And he's more skilled.
Motherfucker took on a whole army of niggas with his fucking people. I don't want to get into it because I know people probably haven't watched it. But if we're talking season 4 on fucking skill and what he's learned over the years,
the people haven't watched it right now, nigga. Fuck them niggas.
I mean, it's been on a month. It's been on a month.
Going based on that, spoiler alert, this motherfucker went to Marley, fought a Warhammer Titan, dealt with the fucking Cart Titan and the fucking Cart Titan all on his own, and was able to transform damn near 3 times, which was already an annoying feat for any Titan to do. So yes, if we're talking skill and what this motherfucker did, I wish you would have watched the last episode, because John, you know what I'm talking about in the lengths that this motherfucker went.
John, do you know? John, do you know what are some of Light's feats are? Do you know? Or do you remember?
Light is supposedly one of the smartest kids at his school. He's one of the only kids.
He's one of the smartest main characters
of all time.
Almost all of fiction.
If we want to talk about Light's accolades, this motherfucker literally stopped fucking crime for a pretty damn long time in the world of Death Note, to the point where motherfuckers were even afraid to commit shit so they wouldn't get judged by Kira.
That is also true.
My man, listen to this. My man,
didn't he blame Kira on someone else?
He did, and he managed to actually turn someone else into Kira for a short period of time, and then.
Are you telling me that's not skill?
He did that.
He erased his memory
unconsciously.
He erased his memory, dog.
While someone else knew he was Come on, son. You're not about to tell me that this nigga is not skilled. Intellect.
But guess what? L kicked his ass, though. That requires skill.
Oh my God, bro. Listen to me, and listen to me.
Are two different things.
No, bro, because your intellect can be your skill.
So you
bro, if you hold on, let me ask you this, right? Let me ask you this, right? If you're creating someone, right? Like say you're creating a player in a game and they have different attributes, right? Under all those attributes is going to be strength. It's going to be speed, agility, intellect is going to be one of those. And it's going to on top is going to say what? Skills.
Okay.
Those are his skills.
You also have.
So what are you talking about? Yes, no, I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that. But hold on. Let me also say this. Right? Because we had this thing about Genkai a couple weeks ago too, right? Where some people said that Genkai is more skilled than Master Roshi, but Master Roshi is stronger than her. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. So what are you saying? Like, how can someone who is more skilled can't be stronger than the person that they're trying to fight? If that makes sense there, why can't this nigga's intellect be his skill?
Because my point was to say that if you're talking about skills, is more than just the intellect, as you said. It's agility, it's strength, it's dexterity. It's a whole bunch of different shit. If we're talking about the skill, then Light's only skill was being smart as shit. Aaron was fucking flying in the air, controlling body with the 3D maneuvering gear, cutting down Titans, working with
because of plot.
Shit. And again, you did not watch the last episode of Titan 2. We're gonna talk about intellect and what this nigga did. John knows what I'm talking about. What Aaron did to get to the point of where he was in Marley, yes, that requires a different set of skills. Yes, Aaron, we're gonna talk
checkers?
if we're gonna fucking talk about if we're gonna talk about Light's skill as being his intellect, Aaron has intellect plus other skills that would put him past that.
Is his
So
intellect is his intellect better than or
No,
higher than Light's?
it's not. But
Do you
let
not
me
think
finish.
do you think
Let me finish. That's why I said to you that instead of using skill, we should have went off intellect alone.
No,
arguably,
because I feel like
yes,
the reason why I'll say no is because I feel as though the fact that Light is one of the smartest characters in fiction, his intelligence can beat anybody that is stronger, anybody that is faster, anybody that is more agile than him.
Mhm.
He can use his intellect to beat anybody. He has shown it to
but
us.
guess what?
Someone
But guess
literally knew
Guess what?
who he was.
Guess
And
what?
he would, and that nigga ended up dying before they
how
can
did
find out that it was
how-
really him.
How
Yes
did
or no?
Light die?
Yes or
How did
no?
Light die? Near knew that it was Light. So what the fuck is you talking about? Near knew that it was Light.
Yeah, that's because Al told him. That's because of plot, nigga. That's plot. They ruined the show. Bro, that was it's plot. It's plot. It's not plot. It's not plot. It's not plot.
Armor.
It's not plot.
Okay,
Light
so
died by a
you guys are
misconception of the
arguing-
thick
This
kid that
argument
threw
is
show
amazing
by a
now.
second.
You guys are arguing
said-
different points now. And you
Yeah,
guys are
Crispin
arguing
said his
about,
argument is
like,
amazing. Over here eating
So-
fucking fries.
So you guys are just entertaining Crispin at this point. Because, all right, so I'm gonna.
No, I'm glad this nigga came back with some fucking fire. He been going for 2 weeks. Come back with some heat, my nigga. Yeah, let's get it. Let's fucking
He didn't put a tag
I'm
on
gonna.
it.
come back with some motherfucking heat.
No, Shawny, I'm interrupting. I'm interrupting. For
I just
good
want to
reason.
finish one thing you got.
I'm interrupting for great reason. We need.
He's
to
muted.
move
Fuck that
forward.
nigga.
The only thing I will add to the Attack on Titan conversation that we are having right now is that I do understand, Shawny, where you're coming from, because Aaron is more of like, battle, ready. He's more of like an actual fighter.
Battle tested.
Yeah, and Light is more of the strategist. He plays the long game. He's patient. He's methodical. He's also conniving and things like that, right? So we have two different but similar characters that we're comparing to each other. So I do agree with Mac that we can include Light's intellect as his skill set, because Light doesn't offer anything other than how smart he is, right? Anybody can be a piece of shit human being. But the fact that he's as smart as he is makes the fact that he's a piece of shit human being more dangerous. So there's just that element. So that's the only reason why comparing his intellect to Aaron's actual battle readiness is almost kind of the same thing. It's the only way we can compare the two of those characters together and make it make sense. So that's why I think when we're comparing Aaron's fighting capabilities versus Light's intellect, from what we've seen in both animes, Light was able to do more with his
What's good, Renji?
Light was able to do more with his intellect than Aaron was able to do with his battle skill, because Aaron wasn't the best soldier out of his friends. Aaron failed a lot, especially in the beginning. Wasn't as skilled as Mikasa, wasn't as smart as Armin, wasn't as brave as
Reiner.
As not even Reiner, as Erwin.
John. Or wasn't a leader like John. Like, that nigga was the worst. He was the worst. Don't get me, bro, because fuck that nigga, bro. He was trash.
Anyway, he was yes, you're done, Mac. Thank you. Aaron was kind of always rescued, or kind of always like saved, or needed everyone else's
We
input.
literally talked about this last episode.
I heard you.
Mac,
let me finish.
Kidnapped every season, bro.
Mac, yo, can we mute Mac? Yo?
No, you can't. You can't.
Man.
Calm down. We get you. Hold your horses. I'm defending you slightly, so shut up.
I appreciate it.
So there's that. Eren has just had more failures in his story, right, than Light did. Like Light did run into issues and did have some failures here and there, but he was always like 10 steps ahead of the other people that were dealing with him. And it kind of wasn't until like he had obviously pushed it too far that he basically wasn't going to get caught at one point. And eventually, because the story must end, he does get caught
because of plot. Let's say that.
But Light almost didn't get
Look
caught.
at Shawny.
So like that's basically that. We're gonna move away from that. So we have
a theory, yo.
Okay,
go ahead, Crispin. Go ahead.
Not a theory. I had an idea today. You know how Titans die after a certain amount of years?
13.
Mm-hmm.
Why couldn't the Titan that Eren got now be like, nah, you're not dying after 13?
That's what I thought
live.
as well.
You could just live until you go.
Like change the anatomy of the Titan powers and whatnot.
Yeah. Oh, because he has the founder.
The founder.
What if? Because they haven't explained it. What if that's something they can't control either?
No, yeah, it's because I think they said that in one of the episodes. So the Titans obviously can only live 13 years because that's how long Ymir lived after she got the Titan, and no one can surpass her. So unless you are the founder,
exactly
what Crispin?
So
unless you have the founder and you have royal blood, you won't be able to change a Titan. But the thing is, once you get if you have royal blood and have the founder, you're going to inherit the king's will. That's like it's damn near impossible. So the only way to change the anatomy would be for Eren and Zeke to now touch, and then they'd be able to do it if Zeke is willing to go that route, but he's obviously not. So it would have to be someone else. Like he would have to do it with Historia per se. Like they would have to touch, and then he would say, okay, I want to change the will of our like physical anatomy and all that other shit. That would be the only way he would be able to do it. But I mean, I believe now that he's able to he was able to direct Ymir and start the rumbling. I guess that would now give him the ability to do that, because now Ymir does not feel like a slave anymore. I guess. I mean, this is just me like poking out, because I agree with you, but from my understanding of the rewatch that I just did, the only way you would be able to do it is with two different people. One person is royal blood, and the other person has the founding Titan.
And I would make like 4 other Titans. For God,
like 4 new Titans.
Hell yeah, that niggas can control. I would be. The rumbling would not be enough for me. Hell
the rumbling wouldn't stop.
All them niggas that are coming in the rumbling, everybody that's alive in that island is gonna become a Titan, and you can control that shit. That's just I swear to God.
All right,
horrible life.
So let's move to our next. Let's move to our next topic. So I mean, this is not really a topic, but I did want to touch on this about how Netflix lost 200,000 subscribers. And the only reason why I want to talk about it is because they're what drop? Oh, the yeah, I got you. Look. That one I meant to do. Sorry. But yeah, so they lost 200,000 subscribers, and it's looking like that they're going to lose 2 million in the next quarter. And that was just the first quarter that they lost today. Yeah. So, and it's because, they've changed they've started enforcing that you can't share your password. And the only reason why I'm mentioning it is because there are a lot of Netflix original animes that are coming out or slated to come out later this year. Like Shaman King and so much more. So I just wanted to, I wanted to kind of get everybody's, like, how everybody feels about this, because I feel like password sharing has been, a thing that everyone does, even with every other platform. So if, Netflix kind of sets the precedent, what's stopping other companies from going this route?
Losing that amount of money they lost.
I think losing that amount of money is gonna be like, oh, bad.
Their stock went down. Like it's been the worst it's been since the beginning of Netflix. So I think it's just very interesting.
Netflix has also been on a roll with like canceling shows that people were fond of and losing their Marvel IPs to Disney. and like just a whole bunch of changes recently, increasing their monthly amount, having different tiers for being able to watch on multiple devices and things like that. So a lot of the decisions they made recently have already left a little bit of a bad taste in consumers' mouths. Yeah. So I guess if they finally got fed up with Netflix when they talked about adding advertising to the platform, which has never existed on Netflix before. They've never advertised.
Even on the even on the lowest level, they've never done it.
That is the epitome of getting greedy, bro. I swear to God.
Well, I mean, more money, more problems. You got more stuff to pay for, so eventually you're gonna want the revenue to come from somewhere.
I think the issue is, Netflix has never been a hub for having original IP. I mean, the only thing original that they really have over there is, besides like the mystery documentary things that they do, the reality TV shows like Love is Blind and The Ultimatum that just recently.
Well, hold on. You have Orange is the New Black, Stranger Things. Orange is the New Black was the only one that they had that was like the first one they had was 4 seasons.
They don't have it. I said if I was misunderstood, let me repeat it. They do not have a lot of IPs. They don't.
They actually do.
They do. They have a lot of Netflix films.
They have more IPs. They have more IPs than Disney.
No, you're comparing them
to. Do they? Let me rephrase this. Let me rephrase this. Do they have better IPs than Disney?
I could
argue. Do they have better IPs? No, they don't. Do they have better IPs? Do they have better IPs than HBO than Warner Brothers HBO Max?
No, they do not. But if you're looking at Disney has a very to them that they're finally starting to move away from. So if we're talking about the IPs, Netflix does have a whole bunch. There's a multiple factors. If we're talking, it's like John said.
Netflix has The Witcher.
Netflix has a decent amount.
So then why are they still losing money?
Because they're trying to force ads upon people with their membership.
That's not why they're losing money, bro.
Done, my nigga. Let me finish. There's multiple reasons. Number one,
Shawny came with the tank top for the fight, nigga.
Number two, all the good shows that they have that people want more seasons of, they're killing them off at season 2 mark. You have a show, and then the opposite, you have a show like what the fuck was it? Squid Games. That, in my opinion, was a show that should have just been 1 season and done. Now they're trying to bring it back for an additional season. They're trying to create a whole Squid Games universe. So that's a whole nother factor. Then you have the password sharing. And then, my nigga, Netflix is not the only Netflix anymore. There's HBO Max, Paramount Plus, Hulu. There's a whole bunch of Disney Plus. There's a whole bunch of all these other subscribers and whatnot that are doing the same thing as Netflix. Even Apple TV Plus has a decent amount of shows. Even something like Ted Lasso is doing numbers.
Is Apple TV Plus? Go ahead, Crispin. Go ahead.
So I believe Netflix is doing all this crazy stuff to put their money up because of all their failed anime adaptation to live action.
All their failed live action adaptations.
They wasted so much money in that.
Let's not even get into that, my nigga.
We didn't bring that up.
They wasted so much money because Cowboy Bebop was expensive.
That shit was expensive. That shit was expensive. I think like, again, it's more so that yes, they may have IP, but the IP that they control, that they own, is not better than all of the other platforms that are coming out with newer stuff. I'm sorry, I had Apple TV Plus for like 2 months. The content on there is way better than the content on Netflix.
Oh, no,
you can actually find shit. So I think that is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying that they may have Orange is the New Black. What do you call it? What's the other one that you said? The Witcher, Stranger Things. You feel me? Do you know how much Stranger Things is costing? $30 million. Hold on, $30 million an episode.
Mm-hmm.
That's how much it's costing. Do you know when Stranger Things came out?
Like 2014.
It's 2022 right now. It's almost it's 8 years since the first season, bro. 8 years. Them kids don't look like kids anymore. They're
No,
fucking
they don't. They're
adults
adults.
now.
Millie Bobby Brown is 18 now.
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna say
So you
something real
telling me?
quick.
So
I'm gonna
so
say
you
something
telling?
real quick. I'm gonna tell
Go
you
ahead.
why these niggas is doing this as well. Disney has a whole bunch of streams of money going into Disney. Not only Disney Plus, a whole bunch of shit, right? HBO Max, they make money off of cable, off of HBO, and off of all that other shit they do, right? Apple, they sell phones, computers, boom, 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 boom. They sell all that other shit. Hulu is part of Disney. So Disney is just like,
Right on
that's
Disney's
another
list.
stream of money.
They also have ESPN Plus.
Exactly. But they
Yeah.
have ESPN itself, the network that makes the money. The
ABC.
only one, the only
Freeform.
one, the only one
Marvel.
makes money out of that service
Just streaming.
is Netflix.
Netflix.
That's why they're struggling. Because everybody could put their shit at $5. It doesn't do nothing to them.
You gotta
Bro.
even with
they're-
HBO Max, it's a price difference, dog.
I won't agree with that because there were rumors that Disney Plus was going to add ads to their streaming service as well at a lower tier price.
Yeah, well,
At
that's
a
the
lower
difference.
at a
That's
lower
the
tier
difference.
at a lower tier. Hold on.
price.
Let me, Shawny, I'll let you finish. You got to let me finish.
Oh, here we go, huh?
They were going to add ads at a lower tier price. So I don't know if I can 100% agree with that. That the reason why they're losing money is just because of streaming. Again, I think it's just because they're going up against conglomerates that have lifelong IPs, like especially like someone like Disney. From the little child, from your newborn daughter to an old person who is like 70 years old, all of them can watch Disney. They can all find something on Disney, whether it be Encanto, whether it be National Geographic stuff or whatever they have, whether it be National Geographic, whether it be Marvel Studios, whether it be Star Wars. You feel me? They have so much. And Netflix, while yes, they do have content, certain shows and all this other shit, they don't have enough for them to be making money off of this. And the shit that, and I'll agree with you, the shit that they choose to make money off of, by season 2, niggas don't want to watch it. Like you said, Squid Games should have ended after the first season. I didn't watch it, but most people are saying that it should just end after the first season. They want to drag that shit up because it made a lot of money for them, right? But shows like Dear White People, I think it was, they had canceled it. Or actually, what's the show? The Get Down. After the second season, bro, everybody was hyped for the third season. They canceled it.
But that was the one, and I'll agree with that and piggyback off of that. One thing that we have to still admit is that when Netflix came out, it was the only one at its time.
It had everything.
The problem that I will piggyback off, the problem that I see with Netflix is Netflix did not evolve past the point of just as a streaming service. They waited way too long, and now you have all these other motherfuckers that are doing different things. Netflix could have had, and I know it's a cliche to say, Netflix could have had a podcast network. Netflix could have had, it would have been crazy, but they could have had a recording studio. Like I just found out today that Red Bull has their own fucking label for
like a music label, right?
Like a music label. Netflix could have did the same shit. Netflix could have did all these things, but it was like, nah, we're gonna stay here and we're gonna stick it here.
Netflix could have had a music streaming service too.
Yep.
They could have taken that shit.
I think
when they took the movie shit, they should have just grabbed the music.
They tried to do the gaming shit,
and it failed. Gaming, I don't think you should ever try to get into. I feel like
if you can't get those games ported, like imagine trying to play fucking One Piece Pirate Warrior 4 on Netflix, like with your remote control. That would be insane.
Not with your remote. Obviously, you would connect Bluetooth, but I mean, like. Yeah, right. With the volume button and the controls, like, nah, it's not doing what I want. I mean, Netflix. I think what their original goal was just to become the household name when it came to streaming, right? Which it did become. And then they invested a lot of money into having original programming, whether they be Netflix original films or series or, one-offs or things like that. They've had their fair share of things that people really enjoyed. During the pandemic, everybody watched Tiger King. You know,
True.
they've got movies with The Rock and you know,
They had they had the comedy section as well. Like a lot of
they
people
do
do their stand up
right?
specials on
They
there.
have their
actually,
Netflix
quick
stand up. Dave
quick
Chappelle.
sidebar on that. A lot of comedians that I've watched have all said that getting on Netflix was a pain in the ass. I think even Joe Coy, when I went to his live show, he said that it took him like a good 3 to 5 specials before they even picked up one that hit. And he was using all that money on his own. Then you have all these other networks, like you even have some like Kevin Hart's LOL network, or you have like HBO Max that are actually picking up these people, putting them on. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Again,
it's more ways to get it popping than Netflix now.
My
like
question to
again, it
everybody.
goes back to like even so. I just want to keep it on that comedy thing real quick. Is because again, another thing is they would give those big deals to like the wrong people, like not to bring her up again, but you know when they gave Amy Schumer that big ass deal, and then they didn't want to give Monique anything. You feel me? It's like, come on, bro. Like
Hindsight.
not saying not that I would have agreed, or like not that I would have agreed giving Monique a big bag because of, you know, she hasn't been doing a lot of stand-ups or as many big stand-ups, because of course to them they're looking at it as a business. Okay, everybody knows who Amy Schumer is. We know that a lot of people like her, at least a lot of white people like her, and they're gonna come and watch her shit on Netflix. We're not too sure if a lot of people are gonna come and watch Monique, but they're dumb because Monique has like I think she has like an Oscar or she has one of those Academy Awards or whatever. And we don't know how many people are gonna do it on their platform. It's just like little shit like that just kept Netflix lacking, or kept them in second, third, or fourth place.
So my question to everybody, so that we can move on from this topic, is all of this information enough to either keep you subscribed to Netflix, or are you going to be a part of the exodus? Are you unsubscribing or staying subscribed to Netflix?
I'm in there. I'm good. I'm chilling.
Listen to me right now. I don't. I'm one of those ones that I don't have a Netflix. I don't have my own Netflix account. I borrow somebody's. The minute that they kick my shit off, that's the last time I'm using Netflix. I won't waste my time to go and get that shit again. I'm not going to do it because, again, like I said, like I've been saying, they don't have enough IP. They don't have enough content on there that I would wanna watch. And another thing that I don't like about Netflix is the search. It's like you'll type in a certain movie and they know exactly what movie that you're talking about, but they won't have it on their streaming service. So it's really frustrating because I'll say Coming to America, the first one. And they're like, oh yeah, you mean Coming to America? Oh yeah, we know what that movie is. And you look it up and it's not there. So once Netflix kicks me off,
There's
I'm not
Amazon,
gonna
man.
I'm
Amazon
not gonna
got
do
that one.
I'm not they have Coming to America 2. I don't know if they have the first one.
They have the first one on there.
They do?
Mhm.
Well, again, if once Netflix kicks me, oh yeah, because they own MGM, right? I think MGM did that.
They just purchased MGM, but no, it was I guess
What was it?
because they had the sequel, they also had the first one.
The first
so that
one?
they would get the views for when people want to go back and watch the original.
By the way, side note, this has nothing to do with Netflix, but did you guys see that this guy purchased Twitter?
Yeah, Elon Musk.
Well, they're talking about finalizing the deal, and that's another conversation that we can have for another day once we get more information on the deal, what he plans to do. He did tweet something earlier, saying that he wants to make it more innovative and blah blah blah. And knowing Elon Musk, that means that he's gonna have other people to make it more innovative because he doesn't do shit himself. So, but
he's paying niggas though. It's fine.
Yeah, but he's paying. Let me not even get on
Yeah,
Musk right now.
that's a whole episode. We're gonna have to have a conversation about that because I'm low-key, I'm kind of scared.
Bro, I'm terrified, bro. I use Twitter a lot. So
we got,
if he starts making people pay for Twitter, it's gonna be an issue. But we can table that for another episode just to bring it back on Netflix, so we can transfer in to the last conversation. Like we mentioned before, how the service was talking about making ads or putting ads on their platform, like I believe the lower subscription for services like HBO Max and Peacock, and I think Amazon as well has commercials, I think. But yeah, so with that, I did see an article earlier today that some gaming companies are going to start putting ads inside their games. That is Xbox and PlayStation. So I also wanted to kind of talk about that as well. How do we feel about getting ads while we're in the middle of playing a video game? I'm not too sure if that's what's going to happen.
Are these like free to play games?
I'm gonna bring up the article that I saw of Forbes, and then John, I'll let you read it when I bring it up. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what kind of games we're talking about. Like, if these are free to play games, by all means, go ahead, because the person who downloaded the game didn't fucking pay for it. So
yeah, but I paid a subscription, which should allow me to play the game for free. Like I'm not paying for the actual
subscription.
It really
if it's a free to play game, then it's free for everybody. It don't matter if you have a subscription or not.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
he said. That's what he said.
Okay.
I would say that it depends on like what type of content they're throwing, because wasn't it in like FIFA or 2K when you're playing the game, they would have ads in the background of the games that you're playing. If it's like that, then I don't really care because I'm focused on the game. But if it takes away from my game experience, that's when I'm not cool with it.
But I think the difference between that is I think that's just to make the game more realistic, because in a regular basketball game or a regular soccer game, they're gonna have those ads flipping on. So I mean, I think it was more to like make the game a little bit more realistic. Like they would have I remember one time or a long time ago when Sprite was like, they would have the Sprite player of the game, or like they'll have like what was it called? The Sprite play of the game, or Kia's assist, or some shit like that. So that's just to make the game a little bit more realistic, which is not, it's not like what you said, taking away from me actually playing the game. So I think that's different. But this is the article that I saw at Forbes. Who
wrote the article real quick? Can we scroll to the top just so that we can see who put the article together? Paul Tassi. Okay, so Paul wrote, "Are you ready for?" Oh, but you just
sorry about.
Are you ready for ads inside your Xbox and PlayStation games? All right, let's scroll down. Okay, both Sony and Microsoft has seemingly come around the same idea at the same time. Putting game ads into their video games as yet another means of extracting revenue. This development comes in the wake of two findings that both companies are pursuing some versions of the concept. A report from Business Insider said that Microsoft is creating a private marketplace where it can sell in-game ads in free-to-play games on Xbox. Okay, see, that's fucking important. If it's free-to-play, I understand putting an advertisement in there because the person playing the game hasn't spent anything to have the game available to them, right? Like, yeah, you can buy skins and weapons and all that other bullshit, but if it's something that didn't cost you a dime, they're going to shove an advertisement in your face. It's just kind of always been like that for anything that's free. Nothing in life is ever really free. So that makes perfect sense to me. Microsoft says the goal is to generate revenue for development, which I also understand. Not Xbox itself, as it would not be taking a cut. Examples cited include things like billboards inside of racing games, which isn't the first time that we've seen that happen, and yet it appears to be coming up again in the current metaverse era. The report from Sony sounds close to identical. The last 18 months to put ads inside mostly free-to-play games.
Hold on, stop right there. Yeah,
mostly free to play games for Sony, and then free to play for Xbox. But Sony says no,
mostly. You already know, man. I'm here for the Sony shit fest. Shawny, how do you feel about this? Mostly comments. Is mostly adjective in that sense? I was never good at grammar.
Can't even spell yet, so it is what it is.
Mostly.
I feel like, honestly, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. If it doesn't affect my gameplay, then I don't really care. It would be something like, all right, when they say mostly, say for example, you have Spider-Man PS4 2, right? And that comes out and you're swinging across Manhattan, and there's like billboards in the Manhattan, and you're looking at all the advertisements that are paid to be in that game. That doesn't take away
exactly
my point. That doesn't take away
fine.
from my gaming experience. Now, if you're like, if it's something that becomes cumbersome where it's taking away from the experience, like maybe
It
there's like
stops the game to show
like,
you an
exactly
yeah.
like if it, like how
let's do the Spider-Man what do you call it, like you said,
example.
it cuts Spider-Man, thank you, example, it cuts to a movie scene, and then right after the movie scene there's an ad for Sprite.
yeah, if it stops me from playing my game, then I'm gonna be fucking annoyed because I paid $60 for this game. But if it's a free to play game and like you're going through the free to play menu, there's advertisements there, I'm not gonna be as aggy about it. Like I said, it's just the same thing goes with what John said. If it's free to play, I get it. Even with Halo is free to play, but they make their they monetize their money in the store. So if they put advertisements in the store when you're going to look to buy stuff, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's just don't make it to the point where it's interfering with the gameplay experience. Even the racing example, I don't give a fuck if I'm driving by and it's on a billboard. Like, I'm focused on the race. That doesn't mean shit to me. Now, would that affect somebody who's watching me on Twitch as I'm playing the game racing and they see the billboard and they point it out?
That was the next thing I was gonna say. So now people who Twitch a lot and Twitch some of these racing games or whatever have you, now them using their Twitch to kind of promote these games, or well, technically they now will be promoting the advertisements. Will those companies now take them down? Because just like how Facebook does with music, like if you play music on your live for more than 10 seconds, they're gonna remove the post. So now would these companies do the same thing for people who are streaming their games?
I doubt it, because when you see a YouTube video on Twitch, let's say you're watching a YouTube video and the ad comes on, they don't bring you down because of the ad. They want
the exposure. So I would see that.
But you would think the same thing for the maybe the music industry is just weird.
No, it's maybe with music. Let me tell you, with music, it's like if I'm twitching your music and I'm not talking, I'm just signing. This is just playing. The person doesn't even have the prescription for Apple Music or Spotify. He could just record my Twitch, take that audio, and he has the song
and strip it. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That is copyright. Same thing that happens when you react
to the audio is the product at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So that like if they're showing you an advertisement, you're not streaming Sprite that somebody else can drink. You're just streaming the logo, telling people, hey, I guess Sprite. You're not gonna, like
quench your thirst.
I just had to ask.
I think the free advertisement is something that those companies are going to be enticed to pay the money to the developers to put the advertisement in the game, because it's going to be like, hey, not only is the original install base for the game going to be receiving this advertisement, but whoever these gamers stream to and the thousands of streams that these individuals get in their own communities is additional exposure for that one-time payment you made for the advertisement in the first place. From a business perspective, it sounds pretty good.
The question is, are big gamers going to be like, I'm not streaming that shit because I'm not getting money from the advertisement?
They can.
They can, yeah. They can choose.
It's up to them at that point.
They can choose, yeah. If you have the leverage, right? Like if you can leverage your
viewer count,
I guess your viewership, yeah, right. Like you say, hey, look, like I'm not unless I get like a sponsorship.
Let's say Ninja. This dude.
Yeah, but if Ninja says I'm not streaming this game unless Sprite cuts me a check, he could put it in the video. Like this video was also sponsored by my friends at Coca-Cola. Drink Sprite because fuck it.
Quenches your thirst.
You know what I'm saying? Like all real gamers drink Sprite. What do you think? Like you know what I'm saying? And then it would make sense.
I mean, look at my bad, John. Look at Mountain Dew. With Call of Duty and Halo, when those games was coming out, Mountain Dew and Doritos was on it. They even to the point where they monetize it, you could get the codes from buying the products and put them into the games and get free content.
Yeah, so they've done that for a while. There's always been ways for companies to make money. Here's the way I look at it, right?
Are you done reading this? I just want to know.
I'm done reading the article. It's just kind of like dancing around everything we've already talked about. But the way that I look at it is like, if developers find ways to make someone else pay for the major cost of development, we might be able to see things become cheaper in the future, right? Let's just say, for example, we do see ourselves in an all digital future very soon. You keep saying, Mac, that you would prefer the cost of a digital product to be cheaper than the cost of a physical product, right?
It ethically should be.
Should be. I'm not saying yes, no. I'm just saying that's your point, is that you're arguing that a digital product should cost less than a physical product because that person's not actually purchasing something. They're purchasing the rights to something. So it's different.
Yes.
So like
because at the end of the day, I think it's because at the end of the day, at any point in time, the service can take that game off of the servers and I can never be able to play the game. Just like you were talking about with when you fix
Scott Pilgrim.
Not Scott Pilgrim, but when you fixed your Nintendo DS. And you
Yeah.
guys can go watch that video. It's on YouTube.
Yes.
But when you were talking about how you fixed your Wi-Fi so you can go into the to the store and download certain games or the eShop,
because you won't be able to after a while.
Exactly. So it's just like that.
I've been on what John just said. You're purchasing the rights because you bought a digital, or are you paying for digital things? Why don't they let us stream music if we're purchasing the rights?
Because we're not purchasing it. We're borrowing the music. That's why.
Yeah.
I just wanted to pose the question.
No. I mean, like when you pay Spotify,
it's literally because of what we just talked about like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. It's the same thing like when you use Netflix to watch like the Indigo Plateau of Pokemon. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not paying to own those episodes of Pokemon. You're paying just to be able to watch them.
But what
so like with Spotify and Apple Music, you're not paying for the music. You're paying to be able to listen to it that day.
Amazon Prime, you have to pay to see some of the stuff. Actually purchase it.
It depends on what it is.
It depends on what it is.
They give you the options. They give you options. They say you can stream it, you can buy it.
But again, like I keep saying, at some point, even if you bought it digitally, they can just remove it from the servers and you'll never have access to it again. It's happened before.
You would have to have that item already downloaded on something, because like if a server goes down or something, then you just won't get access to re-download it, at least for like movies and music and stuff. What makes games different is that now most of these games require connecting to the server in order to let you into the fucking game to begin with. So if in the future Sony says, okay, we're no longer supporting PS4, it's already the PS6, you guys should have upgraded a long time ago, PS4 servers are being shut down, you more than likely won't be able to just plug in a PS4 to an older TV at that point and just put a disc in the fucking system and play the game. The disc is going to try to the PS4 is going to read the disc, say, oh, okay, you own a copy of Spider-Man PS4. Let's connect to the server, make sure that you can access the game, and then get you all right, there's no server.
Error. The server.
Error. Can't access the server.
Knowing Sony, I know they're going to do that shit.
Well, Sony's just going to sell you the PS5 and the PS6 version of that game.
That should happen to the old Android phones that come to my store. Like, you cannot reach the Google server or the Apple, like an iPhone 6. You cannot reach the Apple server. I'm like,
Apple 6? iPhone 6? Sheesh, nigga,
listen,
upgrade.
Man, some people take really good care of things.
Chill,
you get an SE for like free. Damn near.
Listen, that's 7. I got a 7 for my work phone. That shit, you don't put none on. That shit still work beautifully.
You could get an SE for free.
Hey, look,
I mean, you probably have to pay $33 a month, but you can walk out with that
that
phone.
Ain't free, my guy.
I know it's not free.
I know it's not free. Off. I can tell you that much.
So listen to the phone salesman. Tell you,
but
half off. Why not, bro? Do it.
But yeah, I mean, again, just kind of going. John, don't die, please. Not on
You need
not on
these
air.
Xbox.
Sheesh.
I'm okay. I just I don't know. Just had like a cough attack out of nowhere.
Oh my god. Well,
Well,
attack it back.
let me sip some of this agua.
But yeah, so I mean, again, it's like I always preach, especially because it just seems like we're moving towards the metaverse, and having everything online, or for the most part, at some point we're gonna be. I don't know if anyone has seen Ready Player One, but we're gonna be in
Yeah,
in
I've
an
seen that.
era where you're gonna have little kids running around in the streets playing with the virtual
Virtual headset,
headset equipment,
running around with the Oculus.
Yeah, like it's gonna be crazy.
Oculus
So
scanning,
so,
Oculus
can-
scanning everything.
I,
I
Further
can
than
I
have
just
it.
want I'm not. I
I'm gonna
personally
hit.
won't do it,
I'm
but
not. Fuck
I
that.
just want people to like understand that, again, just like John said before, I ethically think that if I were to purchase something digitally, it shouldn't cost as much as if I'm actually buying the hard disk of the game. Only
Okay.
because
I agree.
it could be on a collection type thing where I bought this hard disk just to keep it in the box and to never play it, just so I have it, own it, and it's like on some collector's type of stuff. Whereas if I digitally download the game, there's no reason why I can go to GameStop and buy the game for $19, but I'm on the fucking website or on Xbox on the store.
10
That
years
shit is
from now.
fucking. That shit is
Yeah,
fucking
full price.
$60 for regular price. That's
But
that's
then,
that's insane.
But remember one thing though, unfortunately, well, I agree with you, but I have to always look at it from a capitalistic mindset.
Shawny's agreeing with me.
No
While
way.
I agree with you, you have to look at it
Hell, I
from the
agree with
aspect
you.
of it's the convenience. Some people don't know that game is $20 at a GameStop, and they see it online. That shit drops down to $50. They're just gonna buy it. Some people are not that resourceful, I know that sounds fucking crazy in our
It's
day. And age.
it's only people who use Sony, because Sony hates their online store. That's why. Because Xbox will always tell you when there's a sale. They will always tell you. Every time I open up my Xbox, right under the games, right there it'll say, "Oh, this game is
here's a
70% off."
whatever the fuck sale. We're
Bro,
having
they
a
will
fucking
always. It's
RoboCop
only
sale.
fucking so. This is what I'm telling you about these Sony motherfuckers, man.
This
Come on,
nigga always
son.
tries to find a way to fucking shit on Sony.
Yo,
It does not matter.
Microsoft will have a sale just for shits and giggles.
It's like it's
Just
Green
be
Day
like,
sale.
here's our whatever sale, Bethesda sale, the Capcom sale, friggin'
But-
spring sale, spring
You-
cleaning sale.
You know what's so funny though, and I think
Welcome to
it
the
also
summer sale.
That
it,
too.
it also goes back to like the type of gamer you are and like your collection, because I do feel like having the physical aspect of it is like I need that shit. Like for example, real quick, my bad. Game
No, you're
Pass with
Mhm.
Power Warriors 4. I played it on there for a good amount of time, but then I bought Samurai Warriors 4 for the PlayStation. And for some reason, maybe it's because I love having my anime games on my PlayStation. That's like my anime console. I would still go out and buy Power Warriors 4, the hard physical version, and play it on the PlayStation, then play it for free on the Xbox just because of like the feel and having that little piece of history. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just, it sounds
Yeah,
stupid,
but
but
no, at that point it's just preference. Preference isn't stupid. It's just the
I will
way
never.
that your setup
Yeah,
is. Yeah, there's
yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
yeah.
It's just I don't know. Lately, like you do get a similar experience with things now. Like a lot of companies are doing, the same thing, or they're competing hard as shit now. At least now that like Microsoft is here to really compete with Sony. But like I don't know. Mac describes it pretty well. It's just like when you want
Aw.
somebody to buy your product or engage with your service, you make it available to them, or you make it consumer friendly, right? Like and a lot of these major companies that we spend a lot of money on right now are making decisions to make their products less consumer friendly, right? Like we're talking about Netflix, and like now we're talking about Sony and Microsoft. You know, like
they want to make it harder for the consumer.
For the consumer to either own or enjoy whatever the product might be. And unfortunately, as we go further into an all digital era,
it's only going to get worse.
It's going to get worse. And it's only because, like, realistically, when we buy games, that full price tag is really the price of the game. They don't really charge you for the disc. The disc is just kind of like an expense that they pay just to
it's a loss.
It's a loss.
Actually, they would actually save money by not printing them shits or not putting them on the disc. As far as
it's a loss
even in Nintendo,
it's a loss. It's a loss from Microsoft only because both Nintendo and Sony manufacture.
Yeah. You're right.
The actual medium that their developers need to purchase in order to make physical versions of those games. So
Pokemon, I think, just bought the company that makes their disc as well, I think. But that's
Pokemon?
Yeah, I saw that somewhere. Continue talking. I'm sorry.
But I know that Nintendo manufactures the little Nintendo Switch cartridge. So if any developer wants to make a physical version of a Switch game, they have to bulk buy those cartridges from Nintendo. Nintendo charges what they charge for those cartridges. It's just what it is. There's a premium. They come in different sizes. I think like the biggest you can get a Switch cart is like 32 gigs is like the largest you can have. And Sony makes Blu-ray. They make the Blu-ray disc.
Okay, give me 1 second. Why?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Crispin. No, I just want to. This has nothing to do with anything. I just wanted to give context in what I was saying. So, the Pokemon Company has acquired Millennium Print, a company that prints the cards for a hugely popular Pokemon trading game. Yeah, they bought the card game. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. Ask your question, Crispin.
Okay, so how big is a cartridge for a Switch game?
For a Switch game, anywhere from 8 to 32 gigs.
Yeah,
No, he's talking about the size.
The size is that small, but they hold anywhere from 8 to 32 gigs of space.
This is thinner than the cartridge, and this is 128. Why can't you make it 128 so they can put more data in there and look better?
Because it's gonna make me more money to charge you more money for less storage space than it would if I gave you an easier route.
Crispin, come closer to the mic. I'm sorry, I can't really hear you.
My fault. You just put up the money for the more expensive one. You put up the money.
You think someone's gonna pay like closer to $80 to $90 for like I'm not talking about people who enjoy the whatever game it is, you know, because of course they have like the regular version and they have the ultimate version and they have the super ultimate version, like the collector's edition or whatever. But do you think that a regular consumer is going to pay upwards of $80 to $90 for a cartridge?
That's not what I'm saying. It's Nintendo selling to the creator of the game. Now, if you want your game to look better than every other game, you could spend that extra money and the games be the same price. That's on you, though. You know what I'm trying to say?
But that's the thing is, in order to meet that consumer price that everybody is familiar with, that $60 to $70 cushion that we're at right now, the price of the medium has to be cost effective to the developer, or they're just going to say it's a digital only release.
I'm gonna keep it $100 with you,
which a lot of companies do.
An empty medium thing, I don't think is that expensive.
They're not, like, because you work with cameras and you understand like SD and flash storage and all types of other things like that. But they're not running off of that. They're running off of something that like it needs to be readable very fast. It needs to have a fast read speed. And it needs to hold a certain amount of
because again, remember the games are no longer 16 32-bit games. These are full-fledged, like you can, like Arceus that you were playing, bro. Imagine looking at Arceus on a fucking Game Boy Advance. Nigga, there's no way that game would be able to run on that system. No way.
I feel like that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like,
no, it's the technology exists. The technology exists, and you're right, but Nintendo doesn't make money that way. You know what I'm saying? So like I just use them as an example. You know, like if I control the medium, right? If you want to make a game from my game console, I'm the only motherfucker that makes the stupid thing that goes in the game console.
They
So
always been like that too, them motherfuckers.
you know what I'm saying? So like Nintendo's not stupid. Fun fact about Nintendo is we just recently learned that they've been shitting themselves over fixing everyone's Joy-Cons from drifting.
Yes, I just seen that.
Yeah. So like supposedly they hired a third-party company to do the Joy-Con repairs because everybody was sending their Joy-Cons in to Nintendo because Nintendo said, hey, if you have an issue with your Joy-Con and
it's free
that you purchased it, if you have proof that you purchased it in the last year, we'll fix it for free and then send it back to you. And supposedly they got so many Joy-Cons every day. They got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Joy-Cons a day, thousands a week, that they had to build an entire new department of people just to fix fucking broken Joy-Cons. So at the end of the day, right, we see a company that's making money in one area. They're saying, all right, we're going to charge you a premium price for the game cartridge. They're losing a fuck ton of money in another area.
I mean,
so
you could also you could also compare it to like the hospitals, right? Bro, a Tylenol don't cost more than $10-15 for a pack of them shits, bro. But you go to for the whole bottle. You could buy it for the whole bottle for like $6, $7, $8, right? Depending on where you're at. Max like 10. If you go to the hospital right now, the emergency room, bro, one Tylenol gonna cost you almost $100. Why? It's because that's what they say. That's the price that they put it at.
Because you got it from me. You didn't buy it from Walgreens.
Exactly.
You want my Tylenol? My Tylenol.
That's just gonna be $100, bro. So it's like so while I feel you, and again, these to me, I'm trying to pivot. Me too.
No,
I'm pivoting.
I'm
pivoting back to games and shit like that. But to me, of course, I always am going to put consumer first, bro, because that type of thing is very unethical, right? This is supposed to be a space that they are saying that is for, like, again, a lot of this shit would not be happening if it wasn't for us, right? If we weren't playing these games, buying these consoles, going out, talking about it like how we are now, them, yes, they would go bankrupt. So again, it's crazy how, and not to come back and shit on Sony, but it's crazy how a big billion-dollar conglomerate like Sony can tell niggas that a game like Horizon full price in the store, but if you scroll down a little bit on the fucking page or the store, you can find it for 10-15% off, but they're not gonna promote it. It's crazy. That's crazy to me anyway. That's crazy to me. And that kind of I can't sit here and say that like
talk like that about everything though.
Bro, but Microsoft don't do it, bro. That's the only reason why I be saying that.
There's companies that don't do it, but if we really gotta talk about it,
bro, it can rain tomorrow. Microsoft gonna have a rainy day sale.
The company, the anime companies, the everything is like that. Like they're like, oh, this is for our consumers. We're giving you better quality, but this company is selling me something, and this company is selling me something, and it's the same shirt. This one is $300. This one's $50. What's the difference? You know what I'm saying?
Name brand.
Yeah, no. At some point, you understand that you're paying for branding. Brand recognition is super important, right? A Louis belt is just a fucking belt.
It's just the belt.
It's just a fucking belt. But
that's gonna be $1,000.
But it's the name. You paid for the name, and then supposedly they have the materials that they're known for or whatever. But
let's talk about Sony and Microsoft when it comes to the gaming. Everybody grew up on a PlayStation, this and that. When the Xbox came out, that it was a computer, not a gaming system, like you guys said in the last episode, I believe, or an episode before that. Right?
A couple episodes, yeah.
Yeah. You guys said that. And the Xbox came out, I think the PS2 came out at that time. The PS2 like the best thing that ever came out for us at that time. We were like,
PS2 sold like water.
This is hard as hell. It like people have in their head that an Xbox is this way from a PS5. From a PS5. PS5 here, Xbox here. That's what they have here because of the name brand.
Because of the gimmick. Because of the gimmick.
That's what I'm saying. The brand.
No. Crispin's right. It's branding. It's branding. It's branding.
Sony
Yeah.
has the
I thought he was talking about the PS2 and the
No.
Xbox.
He
No,
said
yeah, I
why
was just talking about the
people
history.
why people think PlayStation,
No,
Xbox.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying? He's
again,
saying
because
it's branding.
PlayStation is like more than just. Technically, Microsoft is more than just like video
But
games.
what
They
I'm
do
saying, but what I'm saying
They're
is
software and
both
all that
like,
other
bigger than
shit.
their gaming divisions,
Yeah,
obviously.
what I'm saying is, when it comes to gaming, the PlayStation has the luxury of doing this. I'm not gonna give you my specials up front. I'm gonna just show you the better games that I have. You paying them at full price,
Mhm.
right? Because I'm the better system in your head. You know what I'm saying? People that play Xbox from the Xbox One, they don't give a fuck about PlayStation. And those always tell their friends, bro, just get an Xbox. It's better. Their friend is gonna be like, hell no. Same thing. I'm gonna bring
Same
it
thing
back
with
to. I'm gonna bring it
Apple.
back to the phone. I'm bringing it back to the phone.
Apple and Android.
When somebody says an Android phone, the
John.
first phone they think about is the phone that's $120 for an Android. That is the slowest
And
thing.
that is
That is the slowest
not the
thing.
Android I think about.
No. But what I'm saying is, like, people, what they have in their head is the Android that we had in 2007. They're slow. They're sluggish. The camera sucks. They don't have iMessage. They don't have AirDrop. All this nonsense, right? If you compare the two best phones from an iPhone and an Android, the Android phone is better.
They have
People
better
just,
features.
it's
Yes.
the name
Yeah.
brand. It's the brand.
Yes.
It's
That's
just
it.
branding because Apple has done a really good job
And
at
they're
making
good.
people believe that if you want a quality phone, you buy an
You get an
iPhone.
iPhone.
But that it's all preference at the end of the day. But
And that's
that
what I'm saying.
but Crispin
This
makes a great
encompasses
point.
everything. Like,
Yeah.
when you say, I'm not gonna pay for the digital the same amount for the physical, it's all about the name brand. It's like, is Grand Theft Auto not a big ass name brand? So you're gonna pay a new game that looks like Grand Theft Auto digital for $10, or you're gonna get paid the $60 digital for Grand Theft Auto. Most of the people are gonna be like, I'm paying the $60. You know what I'm
Because they
saying?
want what they want. They want the product.
Exactly. I think
Which makes
Yeah.
sense.
Man. I mean,
Which makes sense.
I mean, I agree. Just before you end it, because we're gonna do the One Piece, your One Piece
we can do a
update.
quick little One Piece recap also.
But yeah, man. I mean, again, we kind of deviated from what we were actually talking about. Whereas ads, I mean, I guess we did speak about if the ads don't impede our gaming we
Experience.
experience, we don't have an
No,
issue with it.
the
I
reason we
still
wouldn't
don't.
judge.
I still don't agree with ads in games. But that's like for another podcast, because this is not the podcast to talk about
No, wait.
capitalism and all that other
Let
shit
me just say,
that the
because
reason why that shit feeds.
people are gonna probably think that we really deviated for no reason. The reason we deviated is because of the wording when Microsoft said it and Sony said it.
Yeah,
Yeah, where they said free to
That's
play and
why. That's why
mostly
we
free
went.
to play.
Mostly
That's
because
why we
again,
went left.
man, and I don't think it would happen on a Spider-Man game, because that is it's like one of their it's an exclusive high selling game that will definitely, like, when the new one comes out, is definitely going to make them, they're definitely going to get all the money that they put into the game.
I'm
But
100% they're gonna put it
I'm
like the card games though.
yeah,
They'll drop it in there like that.
yeah, but I'm just afraid, and I just want them to keep ethical practices. If it's like, I'm in Grand Theft Auto and I'm driving by and I see a fucking Big Lots fucking advertisement, that's fine, because it's not bothering me from doing what I'm doing. But again, like we mentioned before too, if a big streamer like T Grizzly or whoever goes and says, you know what, I'm not gonna play this game until, because I have 5 million people that watch my shit, I'm not gonna play this game until I get a contract from them giving me money for promoting their stuff. Because but again, they would have to have the data and the information to back that shit up. They would have to be able to track people, their streamers, saying, okay, well, ever since I started streaming and people have been looking at Sprite sales have gone up. They would have to have that information. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. So let's move on so we can close this out. Johnny B. Johnny
Word.
B.
So,
what episode are you on, my boy?
We in the land of the One Piece. Last episode, I was at episode 328, and today's episode, I left off on episode 341.
Whoa.
Sheesh!
Okay. So we've been getting through the story. I made it through the little filler arc that we had with the bounty hunter family in the ice caps. So I got to see the guy. What was the name of his devil fruit? What was it? The hot fruit or something like that.
I have no idea. I don't even remember this arc, to be honest with you.
This was actually not a bad arc, and
it wasn't bad.
To be honest with you, I loved the pacing of it, which was like
because it was a filler.
It was quick because it was like it had the weight that like a usual One Piece arc will
Stakes.
have. Yeah, like it had stakes. There were fights, there were issues, and things that were going on, and there was character development. Robin had a lot of time to shine in this arc because she befriended the little girl that was in the family who kind of just really wanted a friend and was upset that her sister got married and cared more about her husband than playing with her and stuff like that. Like they added a bunch of stuff. The the kid, yeah, I see Crispin going crazy over there. They added a lot of like character development for the filler. It wasn't bad. I thought that Homie's devil fruit power that he had, like the dad in the family, that hot fruit, that shit was crazy. The way that he was able to melt anything he touched, and the way he was able to raise his body temperature up to 10,000 degrees, it was just like it was cool. It was awesome to see Luffy try to still fucking punch him anyway. Like Luffy's solution to everything is, I'm just gonna keep punching you until it works. I'm just gonna keep punching you until it works.
It works.
They don't work, I gotta figure out a new way to punch you. but eventually I'm gonna punch you. Like it was cool. The whole thing about them stealing the Jolly Roger.
The Atsu no Mi.
What was that?
It's called the Atsu no Mi, right?
You don't remember?
What?
That was the name of the devil fruit.
Show the dude.
That was the name of the devil? I don't know. That I was reading.
No, it's hot. The hot fruit. It's Atsu no Mi.
That's what I was trying to say.
I don't remember how he looks. Show him. I don't remember how he looks.
It's like
I do remember. I do remember him though. I do remember like
Luffy kept calling him a naked balloon.
Of course.
He's like, "You naked balloon." So I'm gonna punch the shit out of you,
bro.
So I saw through that whole arc. We saw like the Phoenix Pirates, and they got their flag back, and the Straw Hats got their flag back after they fucked up Homie and his family and everything. I thought, yeah, that guy. That's the guy.
Oh yeah, that is the dude.
That's the guy. It wasn't a bad arc. It wasn't a bad arc, and I thought the pacing was great, and I would just love it if One Piece just got through some of the fucking story sometimes. The long-winded stuff is great. I haven't had issues with it, but
I want to say this right before you keep going. This has nothing to do with One Piece, so I'm not spoiling anything. But I love how you can say something like that, but you are an avid fan of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball. Well, not Dragon Ball as much, but Dragon Ball
as a whole.
I don't remember Dragon Ball like that. So I don't know if the pacing was bad, but the pacing was bad in Dragon Ball Z. In Z, the pacing is so you as an avid fan of a show that notoriously has bad pacing, for you to get this upset at another show, like I understand if you were not upset, but like let me say bothered.
Here's the main difference.
Go ahead.
So the main difference is that the first 10, 15 times I watched Dragon Ball Z, because I've seen through it so many times, especially while it was still in syndication on TV. But the first couple of times that I was watching Dragon Ball Z as a child, I was so enamored by just Dragon Ball as a whole that it didn't bother me. None of it bothered me. Fillers didn't bother me. Any of that shit. It was Dragon Ball. If it was Dragon Ball, I was fucking watching it. So like now as an adult, watching One Piece for the first time, I can be critical because I can have opinions. I can have, like a context to compare One Piece to and things of that nature. Like I have more of an opinion now as an adult than I did as a child watching Dragon Ball. So, maybe I view Dragon Ball mostly through my nostalgia goggles. But I even told you, I admitted that I wasn't the hugest Dragon Ball Super fan either. I thought the Tournament of Power was boring. I didn't really like the Tournament of Power. I thought it was a waste of story. I genuinely felt like that entire arc was a waste of time because we knew that Universe 7 was still going to be around because we had the last episode of Dragon Ball Z. So anything that happens in Dragon Ball Super doesn't mean shit because we saw the last episode of Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, and the fact that Dragon Ball Super is still in that little fucking time skip and it hasn't passed the last episode of Dragon Ball Z frustrates the fuck out of me.
That is annoying.
Yeah, it frustrates me because it doesn't make any sense. Literary sense. It doesn't make any literary sense to me. As a story,
like why not have Oob at the fucking Tournament of Power? Anyway, continue. Sorry,
they could have done a lot of things already.
One Piece.
Yes.
Please, One Piece.
So now at the point of the story that I'm at is they found they discovered Brook. That's his name, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you got there.
They discovered Brook. Yeah, laughing with his afro.
Yo.
The song hasn't been Relax, bro.
Yeah, but I'm watching the sub, not the dub. So
that was a dub.
Yeah, I know. So he's an interesting character. And I like Sanji's character, right? And Sanji is a pervert. But like the first thing that comes out of Brook's mouth when he meets Nami is "Let me see your panties," and I was like, "Whoa, all right."
Oh, that's your kind of guy.
That shit set me back. I was like, "Whoa, okay." And then he says the same shit to Robin. What he means, right? He's just like, "Wow, you're so beautiful. Let me see your panties." Whoa, okay.
Remember.
Hold on a second.
Never mind. Wait, never mind. Continue.
Yeah, no, don't spoil anything. You have a bad habit of doing that, so hush. So
yeah,
I haven't done that in a little while.
In the One Piece arc part of the show, he needs to.
Well, I haven't done that. I haven't done that in a minute.
So I was taken back by that, right? Because that was just a little too forward for me. But it was funny. Haha, I laughed. And then he goes through his explanation of why he is a skeleton and how he ate the resurrection fruit. I forgot what they called it, like the actual name of that fruit.
I'll look it up. Keep going.
But the devil fruit that basically gave him the power to resurrect himself after he died. So when he fucking got lost like an idiot and couldn't find his body decomposed, and by the time he got to his body, it was a skeleton. So he
yomi no mi.
Yep, I was about to say that. Thank you, John. Thank you, Shawny.
Which translates to what exactly?
The revive
fruit.
The revive fruit. Okay, so he ate that shit and found his body after it had decomposed and is now stuck living the rest of his life as a skeleton.
Which is lit.
Which is cool. And then he explained that a man had stolen his shadow. So somebody had taken his shadow away from him, and which I'm assuming is Dr. Hogback, because we've already met Dr. Hogback, and Chopper is ecstatic. We saw Nami, Chopper, and Usopp running through a cemetery filled with zombies. There are animals that are stitched together on this ghost island that appeared out of nowhere. This island has a mansion on it, and there are.
It wasn't out of nowhere. It was always there.
But it's like traveling, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so it exists, but it appeared to them out of nowhere on the Sunny. And so now they're heading to the island, and Nami and Chopper and Usopp are already there, and they've already been freaked out by all of the Halloweenish shit that's happening on this that is basically the One Piece thriller video. And so we're gonna see what Dr. Hogback's been talking about and doing, and Usopp mentioned to Dr. Hogback that that they had met a skeleton, and he was asking him if he knew the skeleton. And we can tell from the character's visual reaction to that is that he knows that Brook is basically like coming for him, I guess. So he's a little nervous about it. So I kind of want to see where that goes, and I kind of want to see if Chopper has any specific development in this arc, because this is a person that Chopper idolizes because of the things he's heard about this particular doctor. So I want to know if like Chopper gets disappointed, or if he, like finds new reasons to pursue new things or increase his knowledge or something like that. Like there's going to be some type of development there for Chopper as a doctor. We kind of get that inclination when, Hogback refers to him as Dr. Chopper and he fucking melts. Don't call me a doctor. That doesn't make me happy. When he gets all happy, he starts rocking back and forth.
Chopper's that dude.
Don't say nice things, because it
Chopper
won't make
definitely the real nigga, man. That's a real nigga right there.
3 rumble balls or nothing, bro. That's all I have to say.
Real nigga.
3 or nothing. Anyway.
I can't wait till you get to the end of this arc, man. This arc
not that long, so you should eat it up.
Yeah, it's not that long. I'm sorry. Were you done with your explanation
I believe that's it. That's just like a recap on like where I've gotten to episode wise.
So wait, what was the last thing you saw again? I'm sorry.
They were sitting having dinner with Hogback in the mansion after the chick that hates plates threw 1 million fucking plates at Usopp's face. It was just like, I want all the plates in the world to vanish. He's just like, all right, can we go inside? Like, please, can we fucking go inside?
So one thing, one thing about One Piece is that, and I feel like, I'm not gonna spoil anything, guys. So don't get mad. I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Hopefully,
but I feel like it's only because
Gracias a Dios y al Espíritu Santo.
The only thing, yo, John's laughing. The only thing I will say is that one thing that is different about One Piece is that it's able to tackle all these harsh conversations and topics while still being like funny.
Yeah,
I feel like with and this is not to you, John, and I'm not going to say anything, but I feel like when the last couple chapters have come out, people have been kind of shitting on it online, saying that, oh, well, this is not my main character. My main character wouldn't do this. And it's just like, bro, if you really feel like that, then that means that you've never watched One Piece.
Yeah,
you should just please shut the fuck up and allow real niggas to speak, because you obviously are not one. But yeah, again, this arc is not that long. It's it's quicker than the last maybe 3 arcs that you have been, because you went to Alabasta, jumped into Skypiea, and then you jumped into Enies Lobby and Water 7. So this particular arc, which is called Thriller Bark, it's not too long, but and to me it's one of like it's not one of my favorite arcs, but the ending, chef's kiss. Chef's cool. Fucking kiss.
Something to look forward to. I don't mind the silliness. I always knew that Brook was going to be a Straw Hat because I see him in all of the modern promotional material.
Well, as soon as Luffy seen him, he asked him to be a Straw Hat.
Yeah, he's like, "You want to join my crew?
You want to join my crew?"
Nami and Sanji were like, nigga, what the fuck? You see this nigga?
They need a musician. They need a musician.
I know. And
That's what Luffy said. That's what Luffy said.
Has been dying for a fucking musician.
Since the beginning.
Since the beginning. But did you see what Nami and Sanji said? Like, do you see?
Look at this. Yeah, I mean, you know, Sanji's
Luffy's like,
racist.
What? He's a musician. We need.
I thought Zoro was the racist and not Sanji.
Sanji is too.
Nigga, no,
I don't
nobody
see that.
racist out here.
Zoro, I got. Like when you said Zoro and you brought up points, I was like, okay, yeah, you got an argument there for Zoro. Like,
nah, Zoro definitely. But there's actually a theory, which I won't say, on why he is racist. And when you get further into the show, then we can talk about the theories and all this other shit. But yeah, I mean, this arc is, you know, it's not the greatest arc. It's like on the lower tiers for me.
I just
to be
don't
honest
like
with
the
you,
main
but
villain, bro.
For this arc,
yeah,
he's ass, but he's not ass. He's ass. He's ass like he's as a character, but
That's
he's not ass.
Oh no, he's strong as hell, but
because of the way he can use his devil fruit.
He just ass.
The villain of the story.
Yeah.
The villain of this arc. Yeah, don't spoil.
No, I'm not gonna say anything.
I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna say anything.
To me, this is a personal opinion. That nigga.
No, I agree. But again, remember, this. I think this arc was to restore the feeling because the last 2 arcs have been just straight serious. They're tackling
lots of weight.
Yeah, it's like it just holds so much weight. So I think they needed, like, you know, the comedy, and that's what this arc is for. That's what I think.
Like Brooks' laugh, at least in Japanese, is like, yeah, he's like,
it's the same thing. It's the same thing in English.
It's the same thing in English.
So then they did a good job. Yeah, so then they did a good job.
Moved the audio like.
Yeah,
you know, and then we saw him running on the fucking ocean. I was like, oh, okay, because he's fucking.
Oh yeah, he can run. I forgot he can run on ocean on water.
So
yeah, man, you're gonna.
It's cool. Like I'm interested. I'm there. You know, Frankie has already shown like all of the Frankie soldier gears that
Renji acting up.
I can't.
Sorry,
I'm listening. It's hard to talk because he just keeps fucking with shit.
So we've gotten to see the 4 channels or the 3 channels already that that Frankie has so far on the Thousand Sunny. So, you know, we saw the little shark submarine. We saw the mini Mary that everybody went fucking nuts over. And then Nami's like remodeled fucking waiver that she beat the shit out of him over. You know, so I feel like he's gonna change the waiver again because she freaking wild on him over it. You know, and then I guess Frankie's supposed to add more channels or more things, useful tools later on in the future. Like now the boat has like the paddle mode, and he has the fucking the ability to just boost and rocket the fuck out of there. Yeah,
it's called the Kuda Boom.
Kuda Boo. That's out of his ass. I thought it was something else.
I think it's Kuda Boom or Kuda Bust. Kuda
Burst.
Kuda Burst.
Because then he has the Kuda Vent, which is like from his arm.
Yeah.
Kuda Vent.
That nigga he's fire, man. I can't lie to you. Frankie,
I like Frankie. I like Frankie's character a lot.
And I think he fit in.
Hilarious.
John,
he fit in the podcast.
I have a question for John, bro. Rate all the Straw Hats from your least favorite to your favorite.
All right. After that, just end it out. After that. And you just got a new Straw Hat in Brooks, so he's included in your rating now.
Yes.
All right, so let's see. Least favorite. All right, let's see who we got. We got Luffy, we got Nami, we got Zoro, we got Sanji, we have Chopper, we have Robin, Frankie, and Brooke. Okay. Brooke. So I would say, because I don't know anything about Brooke, he's gonna be at the bottom of that list for now. Then I would say, wow, this is a tough ass list.
Oh, yeah,
Put them in order like that? Shit. All right, after Brooke, then Zoro, then Chopper. Then
Wait, hold on.
From least
I'm sorry.
to favorite.
No, start again. Start again. I'm sorry, I zoned out.
Brooke, Zoro, Chopper.
Sheesh.
He's a Sanji fan, bro.
Frankie. Then Luffy.
Whoa.
Then Sanji. Then Robin, and then Nami for obvious reasons.
Of course, you got the bitch.
You didn't say Usopp.
Oh, I forgot all about Usopp. Okay, I didn't even put Usopp.
Usopp is behind Brooke.
Usopp is above
Damn,
Frank.
Zoro is that low on your list? You really like
He
Sanji?
likes Sanji,
No,
bro.
you put the women first because you're a fucking disgusting piece of shit.
Because I'm disgusting.
But damn, bro, Zoro
This
is
nigga-
that low?
He put all the dudes at the back, but the first dude, his favorite dude, was Sanji.
Right before the women. So I know if there was no Robin or Nami, Sanji would be number one for sure.
He got Luffy number two.
Chopper was third to last.
No.
Chopper was third to last.
No.
Yeah,
You said
Brooke.
Yeah.
You said Zoro.
Chopper,
Usopp,
Frankie,
Luffy, Sanji.
Chopper is that low on your list?
I like Chopper a lot, but
obviously not enough.
I said a lot, but you gotta let me finish my sentence. But the problem with Chopper is that he's still too green behind the ears for me. So Chopper, at the point of the story that I'm at, Chopper is still a child. You know, like he hasn't really.
He's 15.
He hasn't really like grown into himself just yet. You know, like he still is definitely the baby.
He's 15
in the group. I thought you said he was
15. No, I never said that. He's 15.
How is Chopper 15 though?
He's an animal.
So what? We can look. He's not an animal anymore.
He's a fucking
human. He ate the human fruit.
He's a human.
He's a deer that became a human.
Exactly. He became a human. He identifies as a human, man. Come on.
Oh man, here we
go.
Get
with the times.
I identify as a human, so.
Oh my god!
Ignore the antlers, please. Look at me in my human eyes.
What does that say?
I can't read it. It's so fucking.
I'm gonna zoom in.
Tony Chopper.
December 20. Oh, he's a Capricorn. Luffy's 16.
No. Luffy's 19.
Luffy is 16. Where he's at, Luffy is 16. Time skip, he's 18.
Damn, Frankie old.
Frankie's old.
Bastard.
Frankie's old.
You don't want to know Brooke's age, bro.
No, stop. Just stop. My guy.
I'm not going anywhere else. Where's Luffy?
I've seen pictures.
Oh, he's 19.
Of the whole
sorry, you're right.
Hey, Luffy is 19. No,
he's
Luffy's
19. He's 19.
He's 17. He's 17.
Well, where he's at, he's 19
he's
now.
17, bruh. Look at the number up top. 17.
He's 17 right now. Post time skip.
17 post time skip.
Yes, 19. I know. I said where John is at, he's 17. Where we're at, he's 19. That's what I said.
You said it opposite, bro.
No, I didn't.
No, I don't know. I heard it. But yeah, so that's my list. Luffy's stupidity annoys me. Frankie's funny. He's becoming funnier now that he's like a regular crew member. I guess just becoming a little bit more reliable and less like selfish because he's a part of a group and not really like in charge of a group anymore. So he's like less selfish. Usopp is resourceful. I like Usopp's resourcefulness. Chopper
is dumb smart.
Chopper is great, but like I said, I just feel like he's a little too inexperienced or a little too like childish for me at times. You know what I'm saying? Like I do kind of wish he could hold his own a little bit stronger. And I
give
genuinely
you my list. I'll give you my list right now. It's
go for it.
Brooke, Frankie, Robin, Nami, Chopper, Usopp, Sanji, Zoro, and Luffy. That's my list.
Mine is Sanji,
This nigga despises Sanji.
Nami, Frankie,
Boy.
Frankie, Brooke, Usopp, Chopper, Robin, Zoro, Luffy. Shawny, what's your list?
Zoro's great. I don't know.
No, he's not. You put him like second last. Fuck out of here.
God, the whole crew is dope. It's just you wanted me to put numbers on them, so.
Shawny, are you gonna give us your list, or are you just gonna keep jamming over there? Because I know you can hear me.
No, I was gonna ask John. What does he?
Wait,
think
no. Give us your list first before you ask John.
I mean, it's kind of
her list from Brooke down. Don't add nobody else. Just
No,
Brooke down.
yeah.
It's tough. I never really had One Piece list. Like,
oh, well, make it.
Yeah, right. They just made me make one on the spot. I don't even know how I feel about it, but
seriously, like, if I have to go down a list, I'm probably gonna go with. Sorry, like Luffy got to be number one. I'll put Sanji next. I'll put. I'm just gonna go with that Zoro. Then I'd go Frankie, Chopper. I'll put
Usopp?
Brooke before Chopper. And then I'm gonna go with the last three: Usopp, Nami, and Robin.
All right.
Sheesh. Tell us why you hate women.
Damn.
I mean,
Robin is like
it ain't about
Robin's like
hating
the
women.
smartest one out of all of them.
But I feel like if
I don't know.
if we're talking about where we are right now and all the arcs we've seen and the backstories.
No. But we're talking from where John is. But that's fine. It doesn't matter. Ask the question that you're gonna ask John, so he can close it out.
Of here.
Why is he gonna ask me to get my list and then tell me it doesn't matter?
No, I didn't say it didn't matter.
I know.
Let him talk, Mac.
Anyway, I was gonna say, John, I was bumping to the opening because I had to look up to see where you were, and you're at Jungle P. What do you think of the opening? Because I personally felt like the older One Piece openings were like fire, and like as you get later in current, some of them are like hit or miss. But the older ones, like Jungle P, I like Jungle P.
Some of the older ones didn't do it for me. So I'm a big fan of like the original opening. So I like that one the most. Like when I think about One Piece, like all I hear is the like that's all I hear in my fucking head. So
that's a hard ass intro, bro.
Yeah, like that's always gonna be the One Piece intro for me, and they've gone back to it already a couple times.
They will always
that's like Chala for Dragon Ball. Chala.
You need to go. You need to look up the 4Kids dub.
No, I've seen whatever Mac has sent me, and I don't want no parts of it.
We've played it before, bro.
Yeah, I don't want no parts of it.
That
One Piece rap?
That One Piece rap is hard. Don't knock it.
No, the fuck it's not. No, it's not.
Yo, stupid question. Why did every anime had to fucking put a rap song on their shit?
Because hip hop was
American kids only know rap,
Yeah, that was
it. Pokemon had it, and One Piece had it.
No, but the Pokemon rap was kind of fire though. Remember at the end of the Pokemon episodes when they was doing when they was doing the Pokemon. That shit was fire.
YouTube tentacle
No, that shit was hard. That shit was hard. But I agree with you, bro.
The Digi rap. Oh my god.
Well, as much fun as we would have here rapping all 1,000 Pokemon that we have now, we don't have time.
It's 1,000 now?
There's just about 1,000. It's like
There's about
900
1,000,
something. Yeah.
Wow.
We don't have enough time.
I remember when it was 100.
All 1,000 Pokemon. It was 150. And
Sorry,
we
150. You're right.
gotta bounce. We gotta bounce. We've had y'all here for too goddamn long. And if you made it all the way to the end of the motherfucking podcast, we love and appreciate you very, very much. Let us know down in the comments below what you guys thought about today's episode. Are you unsubscribing from Netflix? How do you feel about potential advertising being put in free-to-play games on PlayStation and Xbox? How do you feel about Light versus Eren? Is Eren Yeager still the shittiest main character in all of anime, like Max says?
Yes.
Let us know how you guys feel. Follow the Paradise podcast on all of our social media platforms, and everybody here individually on our individual social media platforms. And we can chop it up over there. You can like this video, share it with friends and family that might be interested in anime and video game content. And if you are on Anchor, you may donate to the podcast. Any monetary amount is greatly appreciated.
If you unsubscribe from Netflix, send us
subscribe
that 15.
to Paradise Podcast. There you go.
Send us that 15. 1 month. We don't need
there you go. You know,
we can pay this.
there's that. There's a lot of expenses going on here, and and yeah. So that's it.
That is it.
If unless I'm forgetting something.
No.
We also have a Patreon.
Yeah.
So if you are interested in exclusive Patreon content, you go over to the Paradise Patreon. There will be a link for that also in the description, and you can get some bonus content, and you can help support us that way on Patreon. We would greatly appreciate your support there.
Also, some people of the Paradise Podcast will be at Japan Fest in Astoria on Sunday from 10 to 6. We probably won't be there the whole day, but we'll be there asking people questions, enjoying the atmosphere, enjoying some food, buying some merch. So please come out and chill with us.
Do it.
For those who are going to be there.
And that's all the time we have for y'all today. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I'll see you next time. Sheesh.